Hello, OMG, and welcome back to my channel, where today we have another very exciting video because we have a summertime eye look with a mask. So if you want to see how to get this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. So we have another video where we're doing makeup with a mask, and I wanted to do a summertime makeup look because even though we're stuck in this quarantine, we're stuck, dealing with this pandemic, and y'all should be wearing your mask, I think why not feel cute and stunt with summer makeup even with a mask on. So I have this mask right here that I got from Fifi Lashes. If you haven't already seen, I did a review on their $20 monthly subscription lashes that they do. So basically every month you get 3 sets of lashes for 20 bucks. So make sure you watch that. And they had these masks which are super cute. They're super thin, so obviously they're more for fashion. I had mentioned in makeup with the mask, the second video that I created, that I do wear when I do have to go out in the public. I do wear an N95 mask, but the things that you put behind your ears hurt my ears. Maybe on camera my ears look like a normal size, but in person they're really small, so it kind of hurts when I wear a mask. So I usually put a cloth mask over my N95 mask just so that it can hold it in place and I'm still protected. But this is what this one looks like. It is, oh, I'm gonna put it all up in my eyes. This is what it looks like. It's super cute. It's super fashionable. Oh my God, that is actually a lot more cuter than I was. See how my ears just kind of like bend forward? But yeah, I wanted to do a makeup look with this mask. I think it's super cute. I wanted to do more of a summertime look. So we're gonna go ahead and get on with this look. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this mask, I believe, was only 13 bucks. I got it in 2 colors. I got it in black, I got it in white. I'll probably be making another mask video with the white one. So I'm just gonna take my little hair. I saw this hairstyle on Kylie Jenner. I think obviously it looks better on her, but I have a lot of baby hairs and flyaways that I could not just make them stay. We're gonna go ahead and get on with the look, but that's why my hair looks like this. I try to copy her little look. I think it's cute, but I gotta work on it. So obviously when you're doing your makeup and you're wearing a mask, your focal point is your eyes. So there's really no point of doing your entire face. So you'll notice that when I do my makeup with the mask videos, we don't do really anything to our face because there's honestly just no point of it. So we really wanna make the eyes pop. So first we're going to start off with eyebrows, and I'm just taking a typical regular eyebrow brush. This one is from Morphe. I think it was part of their holiday collection. We're just brushing them out. I'm going to be using the KVD Dark Brown Super Brow Longwear Pomade. Now I know Kat Von D was kind of controversial. Well, she was controversial, but she no longer owns the brand. So now it's KVD. It's like a vegan beauty brand now. And I got this in the premium boxy charm. And honestly, guys, this dip brow is phenomenal. So instead of using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pencil, I'm going to be using this. And then we're just going to take an angled brush and we're just gonna go ahead and do our eyebrows. So I get a little bit messy with my eyebrows, but guys, this is super pigmented. Like a little bit goes a long way. So you really don't have to scoop up a lot. Like some of the dip brow pomades that other brands make are very waxy and very drying. This one is super creamy, super pigmented. I honestly did kind of pick up a lot because I feel like with makeup, I'm a little heavy-handed and I'm just used to them being more waxy, that I just was like, boom, let me dip in. But yeah, you guys can see that it is very, very pigmented. So again, a little bit goes a long way. If you do have this pomade, or if you are going to purchase it, just know that it's very pigmented and you don't need a lot. So I carved out just the bottom portion of my eyebrows. I'm going to carve out the top. Now I'm not going to use the concealer as the base for the eyeshadow because we're going to be using the P. Louise eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to resume carving these out and then we'll get back to the look. now we're going to go ahead and take our P. Louise eyeshadow base in the color 2.0, and we're just going to apply this. I'm just going to use like a flat brush, just something like this to apply it. Kind of give her a shake because I don't really use her too often. So sometimes she comes out oily. Now with this, a little bit goes a long way. So you honestly don't need a lot. And if you guys haven't noticed, my eyes are a little swollen. So right after I film, I'm just gonna go ahead and take off my eye makeup. I have a feeling that I am allergic to certain bands of the eyelashes that I've been reviewing. And I don't wanna say which brand I think it is, but I think that certain brands may use cheaper, well obviously cheaper quality eyelash bands, because there are certain brands where I've noticed my eyes do not break out. They're not allergic, they don't get itchy from the eyelash band. But lately I've been noticing with a specific brand, my eyes balloon up after wearing them. And I don't know if it's just the glue I'm using or if it's eyeliner, but I didn't wear eyeliner yesterday. I wore eyelashes and they started to really itch me halfway through the day. And I've never really had that happen before. I've had it happen just a little bit. At the same time, my allergies are just absolutely crazy right now. So I could honestly just be having a, really bad allergy. I could have had like just a really bad allergy attack where everything was just itching and bugging me, but I don't know. We'll see, we'll play it by ear, but if my eyes do look a little bit swollen, that is why. The only thing that kind of relieves it is I took off the eyelashes, I eventually took off my eye makeup, and then I put a Vino lotion on my eyes because it helps the swelling go down. But if you guys notice that my eyes are a little bit puffy, that is why. So I don't want to jump to conclusions yet and say it's a specific brand's lash that I'm just simply allergic to, because I want to be able to test out, again, was it just that specific lash band? Am I allergic to other brands? I could definitely tell you I'm not allergic to, well, my eyes don't puff up from the Faux Mink Lily lashes, and I'm sorry, my eyes don't puff up from Mink Lily lashes or the Mink Batty Bee lashes. So I gotta test out what is making my eyes break out, whether it's eyeliner, the glue, or the lashes. So I wanted to do a fun summer look. And when I think of summer eyeshadows, I think of peaches, I think of corals, I think of golds, I think of sparkles. I just think of like bright looks, neutral looks, nothing really cool tone, but just more pops of color. So I'm going to be using the Morphe X Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette for today's summertime look. Now, this has a huge, I forgot that one of the shadows cracked. I don't know what happened. You guys know I drop everything. So you can get a lot of different summer looks out of here. You can do your pinks, you could do your purples, you could do a neon green. I'm not really into those types of pops of color, so we're just gonna stick more to the peachy side today with a pop of sparkle and go ahead with that type of summer look. So I wanna start off with more of a skin tone shade. So I'm gonna use the color 1985 with just this fat Morphe brush, and we're just gonna go ahead and start to apply this in our transition. I'm just gonna apply it like so. This is a peach, like a light peachy color. Now, I know Morphe's eyeshadow palettes, a lot of people have trouble blending them, and they always say like if you're going to use a Morphe eyeshadow palette, you really have to work with the colors because they're kind of patchy. But this one right here, I feel like because it is Jeffree Star, the formula is a little bit different. They're a lot more creamier. I could definitely say they're a lot more easier to blend than a typical Morphe eyeshadow palette. Even the original Jaclyn Hill palette is very creamy, very pigmented. I've never had issues with blending with that one. So if you're in the market for a Morphe palette and you want something that has neutrals with a pop of color, I still recommend this palette. I think it was only $20 when I had gotten it, and I know Morphe's been having sales I could have sworn they didn't have, I could have sworn they had a sale not too long ago where you get a certain percentage off of the collaborations. I'm also going to be doing a video of the best influencer collabs of what I think is the best in terms of makeup products. So stay tuned for that. I'm telling you guys, I have I have my little notes in my phone and I have so many videos planned out. Like I'm super stoked about what's coming. It's just taking the time to sit down and do it in between my schedule is what gets difficult. So we're gonna build up the peach. We're gonna go in with this color right here that is called Honest Truth. And we're just going to use the same brush and we're going to just apply it over this color. Now I really like this brush because it's like a fat but like tapered fluffy brush, so you could really get in your crease. It just makes it so much easier. Just little windshield wiper motions. So we're looking a little bit on the coral side, so we wanna make it a little bit more peachy. So we're gonna go into this color right here, which is called Channel. And I'm just gonna use the same brush. You know what's trippy that I've noticed about myself? Like when I do my eyeshadows, I don't use a ton of variety of brushes. Like I literally just use the same one to just build and build and build. Anybody else like that? And then like when your brushes get dirty and you're too lazy to clean them, then you actually start using your other brushes. So now we're getting more of that peachy color that we wanted. Now guys, I have a ton of eyelid space. So if you're recreating this look, like you don't have to take it as high and as dragged out as me. It's just, this is a lot of eyelid space that I got, so I have to apply the color to fill up all this skin. And I'm just gonna lightly take the excess and just fill in right here. So now I want to get a little bit more precise with the peachy. So I'm still going to use the color Channel and go in with more of a tapered brush. And we're just going to go ahead and add this to the corners, just like so, just lightly pack it on. Just going to fill in right here because I know there was like a little gap that was missing some color. And I'm gonna bring it in here as well. It's kind of like a halo look, but you know, not really, because I'm just using the same colors. I've done halo looks before. The first makeup with a mask look I did was a halo look, super bomb. Make sure you watch that one. This is literally the definition of summer makeup to me. So now it's time to go in with a glitter. I want to use this color right here, Millions. It's like a pressed glitter and it has gold reflex to it. I think I'm going to try using my finger and we're just gonna apply it to the center. Ooh, that's pretty. There we go. Just like so. So with this one, be very careful, because if this is the type where it's like a very sticky glitter, where if you place it on a part of your eye where you don't want it to go, it's gonna stay there. It's not gonna like, you're gonna be able to really take it off. See, I'm just building it up so it can go higher up here, so I can get more of that like sparkly awake look. You know, I think I'm gonna take the brush I used to carve out my eyebrows and just try and pick some up. On the brush, it's harder to pick up, but I just want to get a little bit more precise right here, and then just strategically apply it. So I would say start off with your finger when you're using a glitter like this, where it's pressed into the pan, but then it gets a little bit flaky, and then be strategic with where you want to put it with your brush. That, my friends, my jury, this is so pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other eye. I'm gonna use my finger to apply the first portion, basically the first layer. And I just like to apply this in the center of my eye. I just feel like it's more flattering for the specific eye shape I have. You could totally cover your bottom eyelid with this color and it would look super pretty. But I like the look of like a wet halo eye. I just feel like it just looks so good on my typical eye structure. And then now it's time to take the brush so we can get a little bit more precise. When you're using the brush, just try to tap in with a little bit as you go, because this color, it's not hard to work with, it'll just be harder to clean up if you do make a mistake. And then you kind of want to make sure that you're adding enough and blending it in on the edges where it just doesn't look too harsh, where it looks like, you know, it just seamlessly turned into a pond of glitter in the middle of your eyes. Guys, do you see how flippin' pretty that is? I'm just gonna like take some towards the edges and then just like spread it out a little bit, but oh my God, so flippin' pretty. So now all we gotta do is add some color to underneath of the brow bone, and I'm going to use this color Lynn. It's just almost like a pearl white color. We're just gonna apply it. Now, when I do halo eyes, I don't really like to apply a glitter right here underneath the brow bone or like a highlight, because I just feel like it takes away from the glitter. So you don't want to do that. And then I just blend this in so it's a little bit more seamless. So I'm gonna use the excess of this and just kind of bring it up. Kind of like flick it up. And we're pretty much almost done with the top of the eyes. So then the next part that we want to do is we don't really need to do foundation for this portion of the look. So what I want to do is just put a little bit of makeup on my forehead because my forehead is showing. I'm gonna take this piece of hair, push her back. I'm just gonna go in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. It's called the Warm Porcelain Stick Foundation. It's more of like a hydrating stick foundation. I feel like this wasn't too popular. I didn't really hear about it when it came out. I'm just gonna apply a little bit right here. I'm just gonna take a little foundation brush by BoxyCharm. This is where it gets complicated, so my little hair's getting in the way. I'm just gonna apply it on my forehead. I know it is lighter than my skin, but we're just gonna take a little bit of bronzer and bronze up my big old forehead because I have a lot of head space, if you haven't already noticed. And then we want to take the excess and then just bring it down the bridge of our nose. Just so that when you're wearing your mask, this whole portion pretty much gets covered. And then I like to use the excess and then just go a little bit under my eyes and then just clean up the eyeshadow. And add a little bit to your temples. That way it does look a little bit more seamless. It's gonna kind of just flick it up. And then just make sure it's all evenly blended, and that's pretty much it for the forehead. I'm literally getting glitter on me and it's not coming off, and it's going to drive. Oh my God, now I'm making myself turn red. Okay, enough. I wipe my hands on my sweats when I do my makeup. You should see my sweats, they're literally full of glitter. So we wanna add just a little bit of powder to the forehead. That way it's nice and set. So we're just gonna take this Paris Hilton brush right here, got it from Marshall's, and we're just gonna lightly apply some powder just to set it. And then just a little bit here, pretty much the remaining leftovers. And that's it. And then one last thing we'll do is we'll add a little bit of bronzer just to bronze up the forehead, just to make it look not as big because your girl has a big old forehead. blend that towards the hairline. And then that's it for the forehead. So then the next step is we need to gel down the eyebrow. So I'm just using the ColourPop Boss Brow Gel in the color Clear to keep these bad girls in place. I think I'm having like a decent brow day. They kind of did come out a little bit decent. So the next step for this summer look is mascara. And so where is my mascara? Here she is. We're going to be using the Chastique Good Vibes Mascara, and we're just gonna coat our lashes with this because we're going to put on falsies. So I feel like with this look, with this specific halo eye look, I don't want to do eyeliner because I don't want any of the glitter or the peach to get covered up. I want more of like a wispy lash to go against the gold glitter. I think that just looks so pretty during the summertime, like when you have, you know, coral peachy colors and then you do a glitter and then you just put like a really pretty wispy pair of lashes on top. Like it just looks so pretty. In a way, like natural and pretty. This mascara is so good. Like, look, it just literally like lifts my non-existent lashes and brings them to life. So the eyelashes we're going to be using is the Makeup Shack in the style Eye Popping. So I was just trying them on just to see, like, that is exactly what I want. That wisp up against the glitter. Oh, just so pretty. So we're just gonna go ahead and glue these down, apply them on, and then we'll finish the bottom of the eyes. So the lashes are on. I'm gonna let them dry down, get a little bit more tacky in terms of the glue drying down. And then I'm going to push them up so then that way they look a little bit more wispy. So now it's time to do the bottom of the eyes. So I wanna go ahead and start off with pretty much the same thing I did in the beginning. We're gonna start off with the color 1995. We're going to be using a smaller brush. Where did she go? Where did she go? Here we go. More of a ball rounded brush. And then we're just gonna go ahead and apply to the bottom. Start off on the outer, bring it towards the inner. And then we're just gonna have it meet up. Same thing with the right side of the eye. Start off on the outer. Bring it in, and then have it meet up. And then we're gonna go into the color Honest Truth. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna start off on the outer, bring it to the inner, and then just bring it up so it could meet up with the other eyeshadow. So outer, bring it to the inner, and then up. And then we're gonna go ahead and go in with Channel, which is the darker color. Definitely have to start off on the edge of your eyes with this one. And then just build it up. And then bring it like halfway in. And then have it meet up at an angle with the top of the eyeshadow. That way you get more of that dragged out look. And you want to use a precise brush like this when you're working with darker colors. If you use a fatter brush, you're probably going to have a more difficult time really placing the shadow where you want it to go. And that's it for the bottom eyes. So now I want to see if the lashes have glued, and then all I'm doing is taking my fingers and just pushing the lash up like this. And then that gives it a more like awake, popped up look. It's just a little trick you can do once your glue has dried and it's tacky. You just push them up at the waterline and you can see the difference. Like now they're standing up, they're like, girl, we awake. I'm telling you, this is so pretty. Like I love when my makeup comes out how I expected it to come out. So all I'm gonna do next is take off my lip gloss and then give you guys a final look. Oh my God, y'all, I completely forgot about bottom mascara. I got too excited to put on my mask and give you guys the final look. So I'm just gonna be using the Haken Henry Clout Mascara. And we're gonna coat our lashes. I wanna make them as dramatic as I can. because our top lashes are, and I really want like that spidery eyeshadow look. Or, I'm sorry, spidery mascara look. So I'm just gonna apply a lot of mascara, and then we should be done with the look. So see how that mascara is like pretty dramatic. It's not like a light coat. I used a lot of coats, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same to the right eye. And the way you kind of strategically put on bottom mascara is, if you want it to kind of like look like spidery as compared to the top, you want to apply like more towards the edge and then towards the center and then towards the front. So then that way it kind of gives that illusion of like a spidery, wispy bottom lash look. Another thing that's very important when you're doing an eye look with a mask, especially if you don't have eyeliner on, you want to take a pencil and then just apply a little bit of eyeliner to the waterline on the top of your eyes. It really does do all the difference, and it makes your waterline and your lashes marry each other. And then I'm just going to take this neutral colored pencil to my waterline, and it helps kind of just, it's just for me to clean up any of the black mascara that may have fallen into my waterline. But now we're pretty much done with the eyes. I'm gonna apply the mask, give you guys final look. All right, my jury, this is the final look, and seriously, look how pretty the wispy lashes, the gold glitter, and the peachy eyeshadows all come together to create the most perfect summertime look to wear with a mask. So if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, click that bell to get notified every time I upload a video. Please make sure you also do your part, stay home. If you do go out, wear your mask, and also please remember to spread peace, love, and happiness during this time. I will see you all in my next video.